Hey, what's up? Abby got stuck in the line for the ladies' room, so I'm out here just filling time until she can make it. I'd like to take a little time for a little segment I like to call Meet the Actors.
Hey, what's up?
Why did you become an actor?
Well, as a child, my parents didn't love me enough, and this is the way I'm feeling the gigantic hole in my heart.
Really don't like actors anymore.
Sorry I'm late.
Oh, thank God. Okay, to recap.
Once upon a time, there was a princess who kissed a frog who happened to betray a talking fish who wished to gold but instead became a witch who tried to eat two children, one of whom got to make a deal with the devil, an enchantress, and real little man for a firstborn child who would eventually be locked away in a tower before having her hair cut off and meeting a prince in the desert, and there were no crab people.
Simple, right? Back to our story.
You see, that princess who married a frog had a mother.
Most girls do. It's a real problem. All right, listen up here, guys. If you wonder what kind of wife you're going to have, just look at your girlfriend's mother, because that's who she's going to become.
Do you ever wonder why you're single?
No, I know I'm single.
Anyway,
My standards are just too high.
once upon a time, there was a dwarf.
I prefer little person. In fact, there were two dwarfs. I prefer dwarf.
And these dwarves worked all day in the mines.
Oh, I've been working on the railroad.
Mines.
Whistle while you work.
No, we can't use that song.
I do what I want. No, it's copyrighted. The mouse will get us. Anyways, so the dwarves worked in the mines and they sang their little songs. Then one day, they came home to find one of the biggest surprises ever. Whoa! What's this? She's huge. Get her away from me. She's gonna eat me.
You see, back in those days, most people were cannibals, which explains the witch from before. But the first dwarf, though, who we will name Dopey, Slappy wasn't afraid.
I like the ladies. So, I couldn't help but notice you're sleeping in my bed.
Stop! There are children here.
So I'm going to chop you up and eat you.
Okay, time out.
What? I'm just going with what my character wants.
You do not get to eat Snow White. You are not the villain of the story.
No, look, I've been doing some character development. Slappy's had a hard life. He's been discriminated against for being a dwarf. He works all day in the mines. He's got the black lung thing. So, when this giant chick comes into his house and sleeps in his bed, dinner time!
No. We are doing this story as written. Snow White cleans and cooks for the dwarves, then she gets poisoned by an apple, and then
maybe we should just let him rewrite the story.
I don't think so. I do not like the look of this guy.
Alright, I got another one. I've been cursed by a witch and now I have supernatural powers. Besides, some of those stories are, how do you say, bad?
Bad? These are classic stories, Ryan. Classics!
Now I can animate zombies? I've always wanted to animate zombies. Classics, huh? Let me show you a classic. Number 191, Lean Lisa.
Never heard of it. Are we doing Snow White and Sleeping Beauty?
She's alive!
And why do I have to cook and clean for the dwarves? If I'm a princess, they should be cooking and cleaning for me.
Stop, we're doing a new one. Lean Lisa.
Never heard of it. Am I beautiful?
You're lean.
Ooh, skinny. I've always wanted to be skinny.
Have you tried ingesting tapeworms? They really clean out your insides. Anyway, Lean Lisa lay in bed with her husband, Long Lawrence. Do I get to be Long Lawrence? Yeah, sweet.
Dear husband, I was thinking.
Trying to sleep.
I'm tired of being poor and hungry. What if we took that calf in the field and tried to get her to have calves, and then we could race them, and then we could buy more animals, and then we wouldn't have to be hungry anymore.
That sounds like a lot of work.
You're lazy.
Quiet your wagging tongue, woman. And she died. The end.
Seriously, that's what it says?
Right here.
Wow, that story sucks. Can I go back to being Sleeping Beauty now?
She's alive! I thought you were supposed to be Snow White.
Can anyone really tell the difference?
Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that some of the stories need a little bit of spicing up here and there. A new angle, a new way of putting them all together.
Ooh, I know. We could do a big budget musical from the perspective of a poor child and a chocolate factory.
Or we can follow the door sleep.
You know what? Fine. See if I care. I'm sure this dwarf could do a better job at narrating.
Sounds good. Oh, wait, I like you. You're going to be dwarf number 1 now. You blue vest, you're going to be dwarf number 2. Hate to break it to you, bud, but I'm the new narrator. Get off the stage.
Am I still Snow White?
You can be whatever you want, baby. So once upon a time, there once was 2 dwarves who worked beneath the surface of the earth, who swore revenge on the Upworlders.
Curse you, Upworlders!
After hard days of work, one day they came home to find...
Look, a giant hottie!
She's huge, get her away from me, she's gonna eat me!
Wait a minute, dwarf number 2. I'm tired of running. I'm tired of being a supporting character. You see, I happen to be quite brilliant, and I know for a fact that this giant hottie has fallen under a curse to sleep for 100 years.
I thought this was a Sleeping Beauty story.
From my perspective, they all look the same. And the only way for this giant hottie to wake up is to receive a kiss from her true love. Me.
Aren't you a little short and girly to be her true love?
Listen, if I was a frog and I kissed her, she'd love me forever, all right? So what if I'm a dwarf? She's gonna grow to love me.
And so with that...
I'm not comfortable with the whole kissing part.
No, you're fine. Go ahead and make out with the girl in the coma.
This is like a Lifetime movie.
Can I, shake her hand or something? Please, I don't think she brushed her teeth today. I brushed my teeth? Oh, well, something's a little rank over here.
That was me. My bad. That beef is just tearing up my insides.
You guys are ruining my magic. Can we get back to my story, please? It was love at first sight.
You're a dwarf. Yes, I am the mighty dwarf Slappy, who has rescued you from the curse that was forcing you to sleep for 100 years. I was just napping. I am your true love.
This is the part where you break out into song.
I don't know the words.
Oh, don't worry. Got them written down for you right here. I worked really hard on this. Don't mess it up.
Once was a girl who fell in love with a man about 42. He had a beard and a big red nose, but I loved him through and through. And I didn't care about facial hair, 'cause he had a heart that's true. So I gave up thinking of too sweet and good history. I'm in my place and didn't talk back, 'cause that's what good wives do. And I cooked dinner and cleaned the house and left the thinking too. You stop. I don't want to sing this anymore.
No, continue. Like your voice. It's got some kind of desperate quality to it.
But the next verse says I fetch him slippers and don't mind when he's drunk.
It's a perfect marriage.
That's disgusting. I'm a modern woman.
Well, somebody's not living happily ever after them.
I'm going to tell the story my way. And you'll be Snow White. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
I've always wanted to be Snow White. I remember my 5th birthday, it was a costume party, and all my friends came as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Boba Fett and that weird purple thing from McDonald's commercial. But I was Snow White, and I was so beautiful in my dress and my wig and tiara. It was the happiest day of my life until my mom told me I was a boy. Of course, it was her that had been dressing me.
Okay, moving on. There once was a girl who was very beautiful. She was the most beautiful girl in the entire kingdom.
I am the prettiest.
But she had a stepmother who was jealous.
Snow White.
Stepmother,
Is that a zit I see on your face?
you'd like that, wouldn't you?
I do believe you're putting on some weight.
Mother, please, not on this body. These curves are tight and streamlined like a racing yacht.
I think you need to pluck your eyebrows. They're looking a bit fluffy.
My eyebrows are sculpted like a block of clay in the hands of a blind god of sculpting eyebrows. Who writes this stuff?
Just go with it. And the stepmother went to her room and talked to her magic mirror.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all?
Certainly not you.
Curses!
Hey, that's a good idea.
And Snow White had other plans.
Mirror, mirror, hanging on black hooks. Why must I be judged by my looks?
Fashion magazines.
But I'm so much more. I have a brain, martial arts skills. I'm gonna graduate from high school where I'll become one of the 7 sisters, where I'll major in social psychology and women's studies.
I only answer rhyming questions, and those aren't real majors.
Okay. Mirror, mirror, hanging over there. How do I make the young people care?
Put it in a music video. With hot chicks.
That's not a very
And
good
just then, it was her stepmother.
Stepmother?
Snow White.
Snow White.
Stepmother.
Look at me now, Snow White, and no despair, for I have a lot of money and have been through a lot of plastic surgery in Hollywood. I have tucked, sucked, vacuumed, and erased every possible trace of life experience in the last 27 years, and now I'm even more beautiful than you.
Not quite.
Dang it! How about an apple as a peace offering then?
When will you learn, stepmother, that we women shouldn't be judged by our looks, but by the contents of our brain?
Because that's just stupid.
Well, how about I use my martial arts skills to take you out then?
Oh, it's on!
I was just looking for a girl in a coat to make out with and whoa! Chick fight!
Glory is bad!
Go Snow White!
Titanic struggle for good, for evil, purity, versus corruption. Until finally,
I shall transform myself into a black dragon and destroy you!
no, that's the Sleeping Beauty movie.
I thought this was Sleeping Beauty.
No, this is Snow White.
Stab.
Take that, witch!
I'm melting! Oh, wait. No, I'm bleeding!
That was so hot. Like someone else I know. Prince. Someone's very forward. I'm a modern woman. Come along, we're getting married.
Hi ho, hi ho. What did you just call me? Nothing. Look, I'm living in a house with a bunch of other dwarves and we could use some. I've heard enough. You're lucky enough to become my servants. Come with me.
And they lived happily ever after, and avoided traces of gender roles. And the dwarves cooked and cleaned and did all the other junk Snow White was supposed to do in the story. The end. That was enlightened. Thank you.
And they had a son, Walt, who grew up to be very handsome young man. Like most teenagers, however, he was rebellious and didn't like to do chores, which would have been fine for the royal family if they hadn't forgotten about the witch.
Which witch?
The witch Walt's most wish.
What?
Watch. It's tough being a princess. I wish I saw something else like a talking frog.
Done.
Yay! Now I'm a talking frog. Dang it! This sucks.
I thought she got stabbed to death.
You only thought she got stabbed to death, but in reality, she survived by sending her soul 15 years in the future.
I'm not sure this makes a whole lot of sense.
Do you want to get through them all or not? Anyway, Walt moved into a nearby pond until he found a golden ball which belonged to a princess. But the true secret origin here lies in dwarf number 2. This is a little story I like to call number 95, The Devil's Grandmother.
The devil has a grandmother.
Everyone has a grandmother, and you need to call yours before she's gone.
I have a phone call to make.
Yes! I thought she'd never leave. Now, before I start this very special moment, I'd like all of us to think about that one special old person in our lives. You know the one. And imagine what it must feel like to be old for a day. Tell us about it, sir. Imagine what it must feel like that the best is behind you. The only way is the opening arms of death. So your body decay, your mind collapse. Tell us about it, sir. This man is so old he can't even speak. You must be his caretaker. Now, before I start this very special story, can I get some kind of light? Mood lighting, please. Maybe like a nice soft, warm glow around everyone on stage. Can you try that again, please? Yeah, I'm talking to you back there. What'd you just say to me? This is a family show, you walking pile of putrescence. Oh yeah, I bet you don't even know what putrescence means, do you? You know why you don't know what putrescence means? Because you went to public school, and they don't teach vocab there. I'll come back there and teach you some new vocab, you little punk. Oh, you're so dead.
And now, for a very special Hallmark Channel presentation, The Devil's Grandmother. Times were tough on the old farm.
Now that your grandpa's dead, I'll just plant this garden. It's all I have left, really.
A special garden. A garden of love.
Grandma, I heard about Grandpa. Could you use a hug?
Boy, I could.
And so began a very special relationship between a grandmother and her grandson, who just happened to be the devil.
Can I help you plant those peas, Grandmama?
Sure you can, grandson. Just don't let me catch you using your black magic yard.
Oh, Grandmama.
Hey, your horns are getting bigger.
I'm growing up.
So you are, so you are.
But the garden couldn't stay green forever.
Grandmama, what happened?
Do I know you?
What? I'm your grandson, the devil.
Now where did I put my glasses?
Your grandmother has Alzheimer's.
What? It's not fair. It's not fair, Grandmama. Why, Grandmama?
So they decided to go on one last road trip together.
I've always wanted to go to the Grand Canyon.
Oh, we'll get there eventually, even though I can't legally drive.
Earthly laws never stopped you before.
Oh, you're right.
Who are you again?
It would be the wackiest road trip of their lives.
You just brought Albert to the ground by calling on the power of Hades?
Oh, Grandmama, you didn't see anything.
But maybe, just maybe, they'd learn a little something about the power of the human heart.
Our car ran out of gas, Grandma, so I stole a human heart and I'm using it to power our car instead.
Who's this guy?
But the greatest lesson would be learned when they reached the Grand Canyon.
You know, grandson, me and your grandpa were simple people. We like simple things. Wanted to come here for our honeymoon. Didn't make it, though. Too many chores to be done. Boy, what a lot this view!
I could summon him from the dead and place his soul inside a coyote.
Nah, what if you sang? Which coyote?
But even very special Hallmark Channel presentations have sad endings.
Grandma!
She didn't make it.
What? It's not fair, God. It's not fair. Why, God?
Because you're the devil and I don't like you.
I curse you and your kingdom.
Yeah, I know that. What are you gonna do about it?
Your grandmother didn't have death insurance, so I'm gonna have to charge you the bill of $23,000.
I curse you too.
He shrank and shrank until he became quite small. In fact, a dwarf.
Now go work in the mines with the rest of your kind. I'm going to Disneyland to work there. One of those big costumes where they walk around and pretend to be one of the Disney characters. Except you. You don't know which one. So next time you're in Disneyland, you see Chip and Dale walking towards you.
And I'm back to prevent lawsuits.
Too late.
But of course we can't understand that story until we know where the devil's grandmother came from.
Can we just pause for a second?
What?
Is that really how the Brothers Grimm recorded that story?
Well, we took a few liberties. Okay, fine. The original was about a couple of soldiers who sold their soul to the devil, but the devil's grandmother felt bad for them, and blah, 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 blah. Nobody gets killed in the end. I just thought the title was funny.
Great. Now we can fit that into our storyline.
No problem, because long before she was the devil's grandmother, she was a little girl
That's deep.
who liked to wear red clothes because they were attractive.
When she was a little girl,
Oh.
you need professional help.
So once upon a time, Little Red Cap.
Little Red Cap.
Yeah, Little Red Cap.
I think it's the Little Red Riding Hood.
Okay, listen, you're not a hood just because you wear red, alright? Not everyone who wears red is in a gang. And second, we're going by the book, and the book says you're Little Red Cap.
Fine. Jerk.
What?
I didn't say anything.
So, Little Red Cap,
Well, I'm off to the woods to grab grandmother these sweets I made.
you see, Little Red's grandmother was kind of a fat loser.
Hello?
Oh, the red! Grandma needs some sweets. Why are you here with Grandma's sweets? I guess Grandma said to start from it will be all your fault. If only you loved your grandma enough to bring her some sweets, I'd still be alive. Ah! I'm dying! Ah!
Boy, grandma really knows how to turn on the guilt. I guess I'll just have to go in the dark and scary woods alone. But that doesn't sound like a very good idea.
The woods alone? You know what that means.
I'm right. What's going on? Let me have to see what was going on. Wait. Make one move and I'll knock your furry brains all the fourth floor, you jerk!
Help me.
Give me your money.
I'm a wolf. I don't have any money.
You see, Little Red was raised in the hood, and it was a tough hood. A very tough hood.
You got dirt on my shoe.
No, I didn't.
You got dirt on my shoe, you wolf. How about I come over there and teach you a lesson?
Can we just get along?
You're not worth it.
Meanwhile, at that fat loser grandma's house,
Hello? Home Shopping Network. I like to order the greatest things. Make them extra pretty. Hello? Hello? Huh? Someone must have cut the phone line. Who is that? Oh, I'm so scared. Hello? Hello?
Hi, I would like to talk to you about my religion.
No! What is it this time? Hello?
Hi, I'm selling magazines to get myself out of the hood. You see, I had a hard cup hood. I did some things I'm not proud of, and I'm trying to make it. Oh, puff.
wrong
And all-
story.
Yes. Hello? Hello? Sorry, guys. Ouch! I don't say I will destroy you!
And just right then, the wolf ate her.
No, he didn't. So he keeps his furry hiding.
Nope, the wolf ate her.
Fine.
And because this wolf was a cross-dresser, he decided to put on Grandma's clothes. And he lay in wait for Little Red.
Yeah, you better keep on walking. If I catch you looking at me again, why I travel, Grandma, I brought you the sweet you ordered. Low fat, just like you said. Say, you look a little weird.
Most old people look weird. Come closer so Grandma can see you.
And don't go in there!
Oh, the blood. Grandma just had an accident with a chainsaw. Come closer.
And don't go in there!
Why do you have
And just right then, the wolf ate her as well.
Tasty. Well, there goes my diet. Grandma was a little stringy. If I only had a house, I could fatten her up with.
And just then, a woodcutter happened to be wandering by.
Ah! A wolf!
Ah! A woodcutter!
It really was
A hit. A palpable hit.
Well, now let me just cut open his stomach like every wolf I kill. Ugh. Whoa!
And they fell in love.
I'm 7.
Come find me in 11 years.
Boy, it was dark in there. Luckily, I brought my flashlight.
Oh, Grandma, you're so funny.
Oh, come here, you little whippersnapper.
You're such an old fart.
Oh, you're so mean to me.
Hey, it's been 11 years.
It's been 6.
Oh.
And after a legally mandated period of separation, they got married. And they gave birth to a daughter who fell in love with a demon.
I don't like that demon.
It's just a phase.
And after chasing after a one-legged dancing girl, she gave birth to a son, the devil. And that's how she became the devil's grandmother.
Child is the devil.
Hush your mouth!
And Little Red lived a long, long life until she got the Alzheimer's.
Yeah, that was a shame.
Sure was.
So, to recap, once upon a time there was a little girl from the hood who got eaten by a wolf and married a woodcutter. And they had a daughter who married a demon and then gave birth to the devil, who cursed a doctor until he became a dwarf, who met up with another dwarf, who rescued a girl from a witch, who married a prince, who had a son who was cursed by that same wish into becoming a talking frog, who moved into a nearby pond. And he was friends with a talking fish, who was caught by a fish girl who wished to become a different witch, who got killed trying to eat 2 little children, one of them who grew up to marry a prince, who had a daughter, who made a deal with a trio of supernatural beings, who had another daughter, Rapunzel, who was locked away in a high tower until she was rescued by a prince. And there were no crab people.
None. Well, I think that pretty much covers the entire book.
I mean, yeah, we've gotten the important ones.
What?
Don't you think you're forgetting something?
I don't think so.
I mean, we've done all the famous ones. There's just a lot about talking foxes, but who really wants to hear about those?
I hate talking foxes.
And then there's some other talking animals, and then some giants, and then peasants cheating the devil out of things, and... Oh...
Once upon a time...
Thank you.
There was a little orphan girl.
Oh, I'm orphaned. Oh, I'm sad.
Can we just pause here for a second?
Oh, how sad I am.
Just hold on.
What?
There was like some really bad beef in that catering.
Oh, the catering is bad.
I had to leave, Brian.
So like everybody back here is throwing up.
Excuse me.
We don't have enough actors left to do this one.
What?
Well, guess we can skip it then.
No. We are not skipping it.
Fine. Exactly how many actors are left?
Oh, me?
Now listen here, you little reject from Nickelodeon. This is my last chance to be a star. And we will tell my story, and I will get a full-length feature film out of it, and you are going to make me look good. Got it?
Well, I really...
Got it, or I'll tear out your tiny little heart and use it as a chew toy from a half Chihuahua, half Doberman mix. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Oh, how sad!
So her mother died and her father remarried.
Where are you, Mother? Are you dead?
And the woman he married was beautiful of face but black of heart.
Oh, this new mother of mine. Such a witch.
Actually, she wasn't a witch.
Why must I sleep near the fireplace for warmth? Why must I clean the house? Why?
Probably because she was annoying.
I shall now spread these cinders upon myself to keep you warm. They're hot.
So they called her Cinderella. Now, Cinderella had 2 stepdaughters, 2 stepsisters, both equally beautiful.
I think you got that wrong. I'm the pretty one.
No, says in
Quite
there,
hideous.
says in there that they're beautiful too.
I think I know my own story, thank you. Oh, they're mean to me. Oh, so mean. I can barely stand it. So many tears. Oh, so many
Oh my God, Giselle, you will not believe this.
Girl, what is it?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Does it smell in here, or is it just her?
That was a good one, Giselle.
Really? I thought you'd like it.
Oh, Cinderella, I need to get ready for the ball.
What ball?
Shut up.
I love it when you're mean to her.
Really? Anywho, the ball being thrown by Charming?
He's so charming. Whenever I see him, I just want to grab his little tight-wearing bottom and squeeze until his barbs spray me the pepper spray.
A little too much information, Giselle.
I just want to bite him.
I can't believe you just want to bite, but you can stop it.
Can I come?
Of course you can. Not come. Balls are for people who bathe.
But we do have a special surprise for you. You get to get us ready for the ball. Make us pretty.
And make me prettier than her. I need Charming. I need him. Please.
I suppose. I'm gonna need a lot of makeup though.
So, being the good girl that she was,
I'm so good.
she dressed both of her sisters for the ball.
I'm so hot.
I'm gorgeous.
Life so unfair. The room is spinning. Why must I be a servant? A slave. Lower than the dust. Lower than the bird. Crawling beneath the dust. So low. So low. I should not cry myself to sleep. And then
I think she thinks the Oscar committee is watching, but anyway, just then, Cinderella's wicked stepmother entered.
Why, Cinderella? What seems to be the trouble?
Life and the misery it entails. If only my mother were here. My poor, dear, dead mother were here to take me to the ball.
Oh, come and sit on your stepmother's floor.
That's weird.
Get over it. Ooh, nah. Boy, you've really taken a liking to that pot roast, haven't you? You'd have to sleep on her. You'd be scared.
I'm big boned.
Right. Now, would you like to come to the ball with us? Before you answer, just think. All those people staring at you and people who hate you on sight. It's probably a nightmare. You're lucky you get to stay home and clean things for us. Let's say you meet Charming. Oh, it goes all right at first, but then he realizes you have bad breath because you haven't been flossing for the past 7 years, and he faints. The entire kingdom is in jeopardy.
And then, one of Cinderella's stepsisters, Giselle, entered.
Mother, are you coming?
In a moment, dear, run along.
Thank you, I will.
And then, from the other side of the room, Cinderella's other wicked stepsister entered.
Mother, I need to be going.
You do that, witch.
What did you just call me?
You heard what I said, witch.
Oh, no, you didn't. Girls, please, you're both pretty and you're both going to the ball. You both need to exit without saying anything else.
And so, they left.
Thank you. Now, Cinderella, I am a fair wicked stepmother, so I'm going to pour an entire dish of lentils into the fireplace. And once you've pecked them all out, you may come to the ball with us.
And with that, she poured an entire dish of lentils into the fireplace, like she said she was going to do.
What are lentils?
They go in soup, and they're apparently really hard to get out of fireplaces.
Oh, the humanity! Why, God, why must I always be punished?
I mean, it doesn't seem all too hard. It's just a couple of lentils.
Never, I'll never go, I'm cursed! What's that? What could it be? My family?
It was a swarm of birds!
Question. Do I have to play each bird individually, or can I collectively be the birds?
I guess you can collectively be the bird.
Thank you. You have no idea how much that means to me.
Come and pick these lentils out of the fireplace. Oh, birds, I'm truly blessed. Now fly, freedom.
Why, Cinderella? We're off to the ball.
Look, wicked stepmother, I removed all the lentils.
Really? Wow, ain't that a kick in the pants?
So will I be accompanying you to the ball tonight? Oh, how I love fall!
Frankly, I don't think you'll go enough. Besides, you got nothing to wear. And we look pretty stupid cocking your ugly mug around the nose rides. Sorry, have to be going. Ha ha! Sucks to be you.
How can life be so cruel? What's it? Could it be my bear?
It was another swarm of birds. They're in a dress this time.
Wait. Oh, it's so beautiful. Thank you, birds. So, who's gonna do my hair? What a surprise! My fairy godmother! Isn't this where she comes and does her magic stuff?
Nope.
What?
We're going by the original. There's no fairy godmother, just a lot of birds.
Wait. Shut up! Let me see that. There's no fairy godmother in here.
I know, right? I was about 11 when I realized I didn't have my own fairy godmother.
Well, if there's no fairy godmother, who's gonna turn the pumpkin into a coach?
You walk there.
What? This is ridiculous! I'm Cinderella. I have a fairy godmother and a coach made out of a pumpkin and a bunch of mice coachmen. Oh, so there's no mice coachman either, is there? Next thing you know, there won't even be a glass slipper. There's no glass slipper? Oh, I don't even know this story anymore. Maybe I just get beheaded at the end. I get beheaded at the end?
Well, maybe. I don't know yet. I haven't ran to the end.
Oh, I quit. Yeah, this is Cindy. I don't know what they're doing anymore, and they've got some sort of book, and there's no mice coachman, and I cannot work like this. I don't know why there's no mice coachman. I want you to hurt them. Hurt them bad. I don't care. I don't care how. I'm going home.
Well, yeah, someone's not living very happily ever after, is she? Anyway, continuing on with our story. So, Cinderella had her dress. Put the dress on, Sam. Put the dress on. And she felt very, very pretty. But the ball was guarded by a bouncer, a one-armed, eye-patch-wearing Scottish pirate named Mac.
What do you be doing at this here ball? If it's not smart, it's crap!
I would like to come in, please.
Shut it!
And just then, Cinderella's stepmother and both wicked stepsisters arrived.
Cinderella, what are you doing here? You suck.
Well, I'm going to the ball because the bird brought me the dress.
And just then, the birds came down and packed up Mac's other eye.
Me other eye!
Sweet, I'm in.
And it was a wonderful ball, a huge ball, and everyone was dancing. Unfortunately, the stepmother was doing some sort of a waltz, one stepsister was doing a cha-cha, and the other one was twerking. But they happened to have a conversation. It went like this. Do it.
You should go dance with the prince. He's so charming. I'm going to say.
And just then,
Dun, 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 dun! His Highness, the prince!
Hello there. So much time then. Blimey, she's gorgeous. Who's that? Minx.
Cinderella.
Righto, come here. Give us a taste of love.
Stop it, Prince! You're embarrassing me!
Oh, there's more where that came from. Blimey, your skin. It's as supple as a baby's bottom.
Thank you, Prince.
Oh, I'd like to pour hot sauce all over you and roast you over an open fire pit till you're brown and tender like a chicken breast. Oh.
I'd like that.
Have you had dental work recently? Because you've got a nice pair of teeth, lady.
You too.
Oh.
Okay, this is getting a little weird. But I have to say, I'm pretty impressed with this guy. Maybe he should win the Oscar.
Like, Prince, you dance divinely.
Hello, what's all this thing?
And they danced all night long.
What are these feelings that I have? Could it be love? Oh, my heart is beating so fast. But what am I to do? Will he ever love me back?
Why do the good ones always talk to themselves?
And she ran home and gave the dress back to the swarm of birds.
Summer birds, where are you? Return here. Take this accursed dress, for I shall never have a man that I love. Oh, to be born in such a low state! The sadness, the agony, the sad agony! Wasn't I supposed to drop a slipper somewhere?
You drop a slipper on the third trip to the prince's balls. Ooh, now I'm The birds keep bringing you dresses and you keep dancing. And then finally the princess had enough of it, so he smears pitch on one of the steps of the palace. And you shoe sticks. Your golden shoe, by the way.
Golden shoe?
And the prince comes into the town looking for the foot that fits the golden shoe.
That does sound more comfortable than glass.
Can we please stop here? I'm gonna die.
Why don't you put a little after this, okay? Fine. A little of this, a little of that. The prince comes into the town looking for the foot that fits the shoe.
Any of you ladies here lost a shoe?
Well, there was one thing, and then I was...
Oh, I did. Can I try that on in the bathroom so nobody sees what I'm doing?
Sure. Take all the time you need, love.
Excellent.
And when she was in the bathroom, the shoe didn't fit, so she chopped off her big toe.
Say, love, are you alright in there?
Oh, it fits. It fits. I love you.
Bangers and mash. Let's get ready and we can hop in me carriage.
Oh, sounds good.
But as they were riding,
Say, love, what's all this? There's blood everywhere.
I popped a zit on my foot.
You chopped off your toe, you did?
I did it for you.
Out of my carriage, you.
so the stepsister walked home, and the prince returned to find Cinderella's other wicked stepsister.
Can I try that on in the bathroom? I'm a little shy.
Sure. Take all the time you need, love. Of course, I'm not all that right.
And when she was in the bathroom, the shoe didn't fit either. So she did the only sensible thing and chopped off her heel.
Why, you're as pretty as a daisy. Let's get married and we can hop in me carriage.
Sounds peachy.
But again, as they were riding,
Say, love, do you smell blood? I'm not terribly observant either. Blimey, there's blood everywhere.
I cut myself shaving. I'm hairy like a hobbit.
You cut off your heel, you daft wench.
I did it for you.
Out of my carriage.
so the prince returned back to Cinderella's house for a third time.
Now, I realize several of the ladies in this here house have chopped off select body parts in your shoe. But I was wondering, if any of the ladies in this here house fit in this shoe. You see, I'm not terribly smart, but I'm very persistent, which makes me ideal to run the government.
Try the shoe.
It fits.
My love.
It is you.
It is I.
And they lived happily ever after. As for the wicked stepmother and wicked stepsisters, the birds came down and pecked out their eyes just for fun.
However,
Ooh, I don't think so.
however, that is not the end of our story.
That's the beginning.
Exactly.
I thought you had the beef.
Oh, we were all actually fine. We just wanted to see if Sam could actually pull it off.
Gee, you're not very nice.
What can you do? So we're all out of time, which means
So it's time for the lightning round recap.
it is.
Of course, otherwise none of these people would be able to follow our silly narrative. I breathe again. So, what we're going to do today to finish off our show is re-perform everything we've already done in 2 minutes or less. Are you ready?
I was born ready.
Alright then, and go!
Cinderella got pregnant after they were married. Giant day! Your daughter was stolen and raised by a needy old fat grandma. I need you!
I was raised in the hood, and I have a terrible attitude, but I'm still gonna bring you these sweets.
Ah, a wolf!
Ah! A girl!
What do you want?
To eat you! Nom!
Hey, Grandma, you look messed up.
I don't say bad things about you. I'm gonna eat you. I've heard something. Ah, wolf! Ah! Oh, wolf!
Ooh, you look hot. The baby's 11 years. I thought our daughter married a devil.
This is your fault.
I'm old now! Grandson!
You losing your mind because you're old.
You're the devil!
I know. You're sick.
Let's go to the
You're dead.
I'm perfect.
Oh no, now I'm a dwarf. Don't you mean little person? Hey, let's get our house and 5 of our other dwarf friends.
That sounds like a great idea.
Ah, Jimmy, howdy.
Little
Little person. How about she cooks and cleans for us and tucks us in and
You're not going to impress me!
I'm hotter than you.
I don't judge myself by my looks, but I'm so hotter than you.
You wanna fight about it?
Yes.
What's going on here?
I'm an emancipated princess and I'm going to take what I want. You!
Hi, you're really funny about that. How about Hi, I'm Walt. I know I haven't appeared much in this play yet, but I have a 3-page monologue that I really like.
I'm writing to the dead and cursing you.
Dang it, now I'm a frog.
You've got my bowl.
I'll give it back in exchange for some romantic favors.
Oh, that's sick!
Get them!
Okay.
I'm human again. Goodbye, my friends of the water.
Who needs you?
Whoa, it's huge!
How about a witch?
A witch? I don't want to become a witch.
Hey, look, that's Lady's house.
How am I getting you instead?
How about they push you into the oven and you die?
Hey, there's nothing wrong with me! Oh, look, I'm having a child. Ah, I'm dying of childbirth. Oh, I am poor. The devil's eat a weird guy.
It's Rumpelstiltskin. Dang it.
Deal?
Deal.
Wait, don't.
Hey, baby, let's get married.
Okay.
I hate you all because I'm a teenager.
Well, tough, because I already sold you to the devil and the enchantress and a weird guy.
Shut up, Rapunzel!
Hey, if you sign the contract, I'll let you take Rapunzel.
Fine.
Bye.
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 Now I said this tower!
Hey, lifelong
I
hair!
like you! How dare you talk to anyone else?
I can do what I want.
Snip, snip.
The crab people will rule the world. Hope to find no crab people. See, I care.
Don't listen to teacher!
I will.
Baby?
Diana!
Oh, fine!
Hi! I love you!
I love you too.
And they all lived happily ever after.
And
I hope that contract I saw with the devil doesn't have any repercussions.
you'll find out.
Hey, and what about me?
You did great, Sam.
They all did great. You've all been lucky enough to witness these brothers Grimm Spectaculathon.
Sadly, for us, as it is for you, we are all now here to announce that this is
The end. who signed our names on the